fast. Welcome to Feel My Struggle podcast. You know, where I talk about the realest shit. And it's only my opinion, you feel what I'm saying? So if you feel some type of way, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, comment, and subscribe. As always, I appreciate the support on the YouTube, you know what I mean? It's a lot going on right now. Not really, but it's a little bit going on. I dropped the song, got a little feathers ruffled, you feel what I'm saying? So it's good, it's good. Let's get it. I guess the song doing what it's supposed to do, you feel me? You know, they say the truth will set you free, you know what I mean? And it hurt to hear it, you know what I mean? But they said 2024 was the year of reckoning, you heard? So I'm always being talked about, so why can't I, when I speak my piece, you know what I mean? I got my pink lemonade here. Shout out to Crystal Light. Hopefully we get a deal going soon. You know what I'm talking about? I flipped it to give y'all a different visual. I see the background right there. That's your boy in the background with the TV in the background. You feel what I'm saying? Streaming live from the crib and shit. You know how I give it up. Rags to Riches on my body. Shout to Rags to Riches. You feel what I'm saying? Always sponsoring and coming through. Share the live. We about to talk about it. You feel what I'm saying? About to get into some real life shit. Some funny shit though. Not no serious shit. You know what I mean? But I do want to say I stand for something, so I can't fall for anything. You dig what I'm saying? I stand for something, so I can't fall for anything. You know what I mean? And that includes you goofy niggas, you traps, you stupid bitches, all kind of weird shit. I can't fall for them. When you stand for something seriously, when you truly stand on business, it's a lot of things you ain't going for. You feel me? That's it. 2024, we ain't going for no lies, no half-truths, none of that shit. You heard? That's it. If you got to make up a lie about me, that goes to show you that you know the truth. You feel me? Word up. I mean, because if it was something real, you would say the real. I heard somebody said I was 40. I'm blessed. I hope I reach 40 years old. Unfortunately, I'm only 34. But I pray that when I get to 40 years old, oh man, I pray everything is sunshine for a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? I lived a long 34-year-old life. You feel me? Like, when you live my life, you feel like you about 50 though. Know what I mean? Like, for real. Like, through everything I have been through, and you won't be, you'll be surprised if I tell you all the shit I've been through and then be like, yo, I'm 34. People be thinking I'm way older. And I take that as a compliment. I feel like your mind state and where your perspective at, how you see life is how you carry yourself. You dig what I'm saying? How y'all doing? I appreciate everybody tapping in on the live. Y'all getting the YouTube live jumping. I don't know if they could see y'all actually when I repost this, but it'd be like a couple people on the live early tapping in. So shout out to Takia Jackson. Shout out to Job Policy High. I hope I'm saying it right. But I appreciate the support. Everybody tapping in, keep sharing the live. Yeah, but you know what? So standing on business, standing on principles, right? You can't delegate. You can't choose to pick and choose when you're gonna be solid. You dig what I'm saying? And that go with anything, right? Through time, I learned that. And I learned that to the core, because, in the street, we teach that shit is like, yo, being solid to the bros, and that's it. But then when you get older, you realize you got to be solid all the way around, including in your relationship, because a lot of niggas will try to strive from that shit. You feel what I'm saying? As men, we do that shit. And you got to be solid all the way around when you truly stand on business. You feel me? And that's with your family. That's with your wife. That's with your commitments. That's with your promises. That's everything. You feel me? So when I say you stand on business, that's all around the board. You know what I mean? You can't pick and choose what's standing on business and what you stand for. You feel me? I don't jeopardize my morals for money. I don't jeopardize my morals and standpoint for financial gain and none of that shit. I'll take the harder route rather than, do some shit that I got to regret later or that come back later. You feel what I'm saying? So stand on business out here. You know what I mean? King Slizzy 3 out right now. Pain Worse going crazy. I appreciate everybody supporting the track Pain Worse. I haven't even shot a video for it. You know what I mean? We got Slide Again and all of that popping off, but Pain Worse just been taking off. I gave people a clip of, what was it? We named it Prime Time, right? Yeah. I gave people a clip of Prime Time and shit doing what it's supposed to do. We going viral with Prime Time right now. You feel what I'm saying? So, shout to Mazin on the beat for producing that. My boy always come through with one of them bangers that I could talk my shit on. And yeah, I just set the, you know what I mean? I set the fire to that shit. So shout to Brody for real. And yeah, you know what I mean? It's fire. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. For real. you know, when it come to music, when it come to life, when it come to these podcasts, when it come to me just getting up here, giving y'all the spill, I try to give y'all the most authentic. You feel what I'm saying? I don't try to give you. I hope I be entertaining by being myself. You know, y'all fuck with me, but yeah, I just try to give you the real. You dig what I'm saying? I feel like in life, it's a lot of misleading, it's a lot of bullshit, and we gotta call it out. You know what I mean? Like if you let shit slide, then you just as guilty as being it. You know what I mean? As being part of it. Hey, Raymond Sherrod, what's going on? Hey, that's my boy Sherrod that I was locked up with. What's going on, pimp? How you, Brody? Damn, I ain't seen you in a minute, champ. But yeah, you gotta stand on business. You feel what I'm saying? So, let's go through some of my. You know, I like to give people the beat downs. Today we gonna do a beat down. It's 10 o'clock. Let me give y'all a beat down. So a lot of people grew up different. Let me give y'all a spill on how I grew up. All right. At the age of 12, I caught my first charge. Went to the youth house. I was in and out of the youth house the whole time. I was on the street the whole time. I was homeless most of the time until, and you keep hearing me say this because when it's the truth, you don't got to make it up. Until I started getting money and got me and my mom an apartment. You know what I mean? In between all them years, I was figuring life out. Cool. I got locked up in 2008. All right. Now, when I got locked up in 2008, I got locked up for multiple shootings, home invasions, robbery, gun possession. You know what I mean? I was living that life. I'm outside, and I have no regrets for the shit I did, honestly, because it made me who I am. You feel what I'm saying? A couple people got hurt. I got hurt. You know what I mean? So shit happens. Only thing I regret is hurting my daughter. That's it. That's the only person I regret is hurting my daughter and my mom. You feel what I'm saying? Because I put her through a lot of pain where, you know, niggas wasn't there like they supposed to be, and my mom had to hold it up. With that being said, everything else, I knew what was coming to me when I caught the cases and when I was out there, and I had to stand on business. Boom. We get to the point of where, like I said, I grew up and how I grew up. I grew up in an environment where it was 140 something people. I'm talking about just in a box. All right, like nothing but gladiators. Numerous fights every fucking day. Nothing but violence. This is how I grew up, day in and day out. All right, and I'm talking about the biggest and the toughest of the toughest. This is how I grew up. You feel what I'm saying? It's not to glorify it. It's not none of that. But I do understand that a lot of people wouldn't survive in that, and a lot of gangsters that I seen come in that environment folded. You dig what I'm saying? In that environment, I thrived. I became one of the guys that was highly respected as a young kid. I'm only 18, you feel what I'm saying, at the time. And I was standing on business, you know what I mean? I never was scared to really get into it, but more than that, so I was just standing on my principles. I wasn't following nobody. I wasn't flipping hoods. I wasn't none of the goofy shit. I wasn't no stunt dummy, none of that shit, you feel what I'm saying? Anyway, let me give you a spill on how this whole little scenario, because I feel like I gotta give the story is in the details, right? So I go into the building. They got two TVs, one in the back, one in the front, right? You got bunks all along this side, three high, triple bunks, all along this side of the wall right here. It's maybe like 10 bunks, 3 high. All right. In the back, you got bunks 3 high. In the middle, you got 2 bunks going across, and in the back, you got 3 bunks, 3 high. On the floor, you got boats. They call plastic like boats with mats in them, where niggas is sleeping on the floor because it's so crowded in here. This is gang unit I'm in. You feel what I'm saying? Now, at the time, gang unit was in Passaic County, but they had gang unit for the whole New Jersey. You know what I mean? And at the time, they had, I don't know what the fuck Passaic County was doing. They had contracts with Philly because we had so many Philly inmates in New Jersey. We also had the federal pod in Passaic County. It's a fact. So I'm in GU with 140, 50 just gangsters. We all in like grown, you know what I mean? I walk in the building, me and a couple other guys. I walk in there, maybe like five of us. They ship us from downstairs. You go through the basement, go through the process, they bring you upstairs. So when we go through the door, as soon as we go through the door, it ain't no regular time. I've been in the county before. When you walk in, you look around, see somebody you know, put your mat down, go chop it up with them, yada, yada, yada. This wasn't like that. This was a different type environment. You hear me? I'm talking about wolves. Like, I walked in the door and they cut the TV off. Yo, peace, like peace, blood. Who y'all? Ain't no moving around in this bitch. Niggas is standing right there, and everybody hopping off their bed. Niggas is tying their sneakers off the rip. Like they ready to roll you out if you in this bitch and you ain't supposed to be in here. That's how that shit is. I walk in there. Yo, who you? Who you? I'm Pressure. I'm such and such. Why you over there? Those your bros over there. They send you to where you gotta go. You ain't even walking into this motherfucker for a minute without the whole dorm. Like this is how this shit is. The whole dorm shutting down. All right. And as you go meet the niggas that you know, some niggas know niggas, some niggas did bullshit. So it's a lot going on when I first walk in there. I walk to the group of niggas, they saying, yo, these the homies right here, these the guys. I go over there and shit, yo, what's up? Niggas already know, you know what I mean? I know a couple niggas from the youth house and shit like that. But they like, yeah, yo, we got to whoop. Everybody got to do a whoop at the end of the night. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, bet. I put my mat down. I'm like, bet, you know what I mean? Nigga like, yo, look, let me pull you to the side, bro. Yo, this shit real in here. Don't leave no mess by the sink. Don't motherfucking, don't leave no, nothing. Don't do nothing wrong in this motherfucker. Or it's gonna be action. If you ready for that, then that's how you stand on business, all right? I'm like, cool, you know what I mean? I'm young and I'm tough, so I'm like, whatever. I don't give a fuck about fighting nobody, you feel me? But at the same time, my heart is pumping real heavily in my chest, my nigga. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold you. Like, you around a bunch of niggas. Like, you don't know how this shit gonna go. All right, cool. I go to use the phone and shit. I'm like, yo, look, I gotta use the phone. I go jump on the phone. This is within maybe an hour of being in there. I'm on the phone. All I hear is, brrr, brrr. All right, that's enough. Brrr. One of the niggas I came in there with did some bullshit on the street. He already in the corner getting his ass punched on. I'm talking about brutally beat, you heard? I'm on the phone. Like, yo, what the fuck is going, like, my mom on the phone. You all right in there? Yeah, I'm straight. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on. I hang up the phone, I go over there. I see this nigga shit halfway out here, blood everywhere, blood all on the floor. This is the environment I'm in. You feel what I'm saying? I grew up in this environment. It was a lot of wild shit going on. All right? Every day. All day long. To the point where it's like niggas is gladiators. Like we lining up, we fighting. This is the life we living in there. And it's a lot of niggas that I met in there that was good guys. But this really showed the true essence, like the true, like you got to see who really was about that and who really wasn't about that. You know what I mean? Everybody talk tough. Everybody talk tough on the internet. Everybody talk tough on the street. Everybody talk tough everywhere. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, so this a place where, you know, they gonna pull your car. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that's just how life was. This is how I grew up. You feel what I'm saying? But it also give you a point where you gotta stand on business. What up, champ? How we looking? You good?
You don't know nothing.
All right, say less. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like it was a time where, you know, you gotta look, bro. We live in a world where talking this is what people do. I came home to a society where everybody play the phone, everybody play the internet, right? So everybody got an opinion, everybody tough. But in this environment right here, you gotta stand on it. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you gotta stand on it, and you will get hurt for playing tough in this environment. Ain't no bluffing in here. All right, you get your shit broke. Ain't your homies ain't in here to help you. Your homeboys, the guys you feel safe around, none of that. You gotta stand on your own 2 feet. I seen a lot of men fold to this situation. I seen a lot of tough guys fold to this situation. A lot of niggas ain't want to get off the bed to this situation, and it be niggas that had heart on the street. You know what I mean? But it get brutal, like I said. So this is the environment I grew up in. And obviously I thrived. And I became one of the guys that niggas wanted to see fight. You feel what I'm saying? I always could throw my shit. And I was always strong. I was like, you know what I mean? I think I was 13 and I had a chest and arms already. I was in there kicking ass. So long story short, it got to the point where pressure fighting, niggas want to see that. Some niggas can't fight. I don't even want to watch that. You know what I mean? But this is the environment I grew up in. You know what I mean? So it teach you that, yeah, you got to watch your mouth, first of all, because it can happen to you. See, a lot of niggas talk when it can't happen. They ain't used to it. They ain't used to shit happening to them. So there's no accountability. You feel what I'm saying? But when there's accountability, you stand on business and you got to handle business. You dig what I'm saying? And yeah, that shit kind of raised me. Like, it kind of raised me to like, you know what? If I say it, I mean it. And I'm willing to go for it. I'm willing to stand on business. And when you're willing to stand on it, you understand what that means. You understand what it come for. Standing on all 10, no retreat, no surrender. The shit that people say they do all the time. The extra. But this what raised me though. You feel what I'm saying? I wouldn't. Even though I feel like some niggas might need that, that shit'll mentally do something to you. And I wouldn't wish that kind of on nobody. It ended up being illegal later on. They end up having to shut gang unit down because of, niggas getting halfway killed, people getting their shit broken up, arms, legs broken in the same situation. You know what I mean? It was like a whole month where we was tripping east and west, and a lot of niggas was, we was making the newspaper from the jail. So a lot of niggas was not making it out the same way they came into jail. I'm talking about like permanently damaged forever. So they end up shutting the shit down. And I ended up going to prison during that time. You feel what I'm saying? So like shit just be, it get you a sense of how serious things is. And I think that when you become serious and you understand, like, all right, it's all fun and games, but you gotta really stand on business. You gotta really be accountable as a man and stand on your word. So if you say it, you're gonna do it. And it don't mean you got to be super gangster. It just mean watch what the fuck you say. Don't say shit you ain't gonna do. You get what I'm saying? You don't take this and be like, oh, I'm gonna do everything. Nah, my nigga. Nah, I got the power to do a lot of shit. But you know what? I know it could get serious. So I watch what I say. You know what I mean? And I try to move humbly. And this world is not, they say kill or be killed, but it's really live and let live. You know what I mean? It ain't really kill or be killed. It's live and let live. You know what I mean? Because everybody will die in a kill or be killed situation. But when you really stand on business and another nigga stand on business, it's like, all right, this shit, look, if it got to go there, it got to go there. But you don't want it to go there because somebody going to end up getting hurt in this situation. You feel what I'm saying? And that shit kind of just taught me, like, as a man growing up, as a young man, because I used to be playing around a lot. I used to be immature, you know what I mean? Like, doing silly shit. But you would grow up fast when you're around older niggas that don't play. You feel what I'm saying? And you'll grow up even faster when you come in there with a couple young niggas that get their shit broken up real fast and they don't get off the bed no more. You feel me? You'll understand, like, oh, this shit ain't for play. It'll grow you up fast. And I think that as young men, we need structure, though. I think a lot of young men nowadays is raised by their mother, so they got hoish ways. They talk a lot. They do a lot of gossip. They get on the internet and text a lot. You know what I mean? Like, do goofy shit. You feel what I'm saying? But I understand it because they was raised by their mom. So they got female ways, you know what I mean? They don't understand what it's like to really go through it and really be a man. Like, it's different when you raised as a warrior or as a hunter, and then you raised in the house and you sheltered under the titty. You feel what I'm saying? You don't understand the consequences of your actions for real. I mean, or there is no consequences to your action. You get to talk just like how a woman talk, and they women, so nothing supposed to happen to them. But the hard reminder of this shit is the world will remind a nigga like you a man. So most of these niggas that be yapping off at the mouth, something end up happening to them because life hits them and wakes them up. Yo, my nigga, you a man. Your mom get that pass because she, you know what I mean? But or they fool, or they turn into something else, or they be a stunt dummy. You know what I mean? This is what comes with the territory. But like I said, this is just how I was raised. You feel me? I was raised in an environment where that shit wasn't tolerated. You know what I mean? And if you was a hoe, you wasn't getting off the bed. You wasn't using the phone. You wasn't doing none of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it was. You feel me? And I stayed on the phone. So, I stayed on the phone, right, Bay, in the county? Yes. I stay on the phone all the time. You heard? And I had to whip some ass this last time and shit. Because, I went to jail this last time as A-Pressure the rapper. And niggas would take that like, that's the rapper. Like, no, nigga. I mean, I am a rapper, and I'm so glad that I got this title and I got away from the shit I used to do. You feel what I'm saying? But no, nigga, this shit, that's just the name switch. Like, the person still yeah. You know what I mean? So I had to, beat a couple niggas up and shit, but it come with it. You feel what I'm saying? I realize in life some niggas know they can't beat you and still just want to get punched on you just to say they fought you. And it's weird, but it's like a weird fact. I don't know what niggas be thinking, but it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But when you come to standing on business, though, you got to stand on that, And losing come with standing on business, too. You know what I mean? I think only cowards really think about the loss, though, Ain't no solid nigga worried about an L. You know what I mean? I'm standing on business. It is what it is. You feel me? If I truly believe it in my heart that it's worth going for, then that's what I'm doing. When I grew up, though, as I got older, I started realizing that standing on business mean being here for my kids and saying fuck them niggas. And that's how I move now. Like, I mean, that's what really standing on business is. Being here and living the right way and doing the right things for the right people that's really going to be there. And, not the fake shit. So I think, like I said, you got to stand on business all the way around the board. You know what I mean? Because some of us fall victim to peer pressure. And a lot of tough guys and a lot of stand-up niggas, they be weak when it come to peer pressure. So you will hear it on the internet all the time. Niggas love they bros so much, they'll do shit they don't want to do, but they bros is forcing them. And they don't got enough heart to say, no, my nigga, I'm not feeling that, Or no, my nigga, you wrong. It's so many yes men. It's so much shit that could have been avoided. I was speaking on a little situation with one of the guys, Lil Reek and Zay and all this extra shit. And I don't want to get too deep. But it's like niggas around the situation got to stop and just be like, no, my nigga. Like, this shit ain't right. Like, you wrong. Like, stop. You know what I mean? That's what standing on business is. When you really stand on all 10. It don't mean you got to be tough. It mean you got to stand up for what's right, though. Sometimes what's right is telling your dog you out of pocket, my nigga. You can save lives like that. My nigga, I got the heart to tell my man he wrong. I got the heart to tell my big, yo, you tweaking. You feel me? That's what standing on business is. Like, that's what it really is. You know what I mean? It ain't being a follower. It's understanding that what's right and what's wrong morally and not going through with that shit. You know what I mean? And you could change the dynamic of life. You could change the dynamic of so many things if you truly stand on business. As a man, I don't know at one point do what men go through that essence where they decide to stand on business and they decide to stick up. Because I know some niggas that was young. I'm talking about when I used to fall victim to peer pressure, I knew niggas that was young that was not with that shit. And I used to look at them like, he ain't coming, he corny. Then I realized like, oh, that nigga wasn't beat. Like he ain't give a fuck what niggas thought about him. He knew it wasn't right and he wasn't rocking with it. You feel what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? I think that when you stand on business, you truly stand for something. That's how that shit supposed to rock. You feel me? I appreciate all of y'all staying in the chat, staying tuned. Put the locks in there. Put some comments in there. Let me know y'all rocking with me. I know this is not Instagram live, but if you could comment, put some comments in there. I can see them. You feel what I'm saying? You can see the comments? You on live? You ain't viewing it? Oh, you have my shit on the TV?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Oh, you can't see nothing.
Yeah, man. But I appreciate everybody tapping in, man. I try to get these life lessons to give y'all the real spill about shit. I try to save young niggas, man. I don't really try to, you know what I mean? When I'm in the street and shit, when I was in the street or whatever the case may be, I used to try to bring niggas to the gym all the time and give them a new direction. Like, yo, be healthy. Yo, go play basketball. Yo, stay out the street. You know? Not, yo, go slide. Like, yo, do something else. And it wasn't like they wasn't built for it. It's like, yo, do something else, my nigga. Because I know what come with this shit. You know? When you young, you don't see life because you don't know it yet. I seen it. So it's up to me to give you the real. I don't want to be one of them old niggas sitting up here telling you to slide and go do shit. You would never hear a nigga come out saying, yo, pressure made me go slide. Never. Never. I'm never sending a nigga on a mission. I get niggas out the car. I go put it. If I got to do it, it got to get done. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what a true leader is. You know what I mean? A true leader. I'm not here to sacrifice my niggas. I'm here to save my niggas. And if that mean being corny and putting you niggas in the gym every fucking day, so y'all could be mentally and physically strong and tell y'all don't take drugs and don't drink lean. And that's what a real big bro supposed to do, bro. That mean he care about you. That mean he care about your future, my nigga. You feel me? That's standing on business to me. That's morals. When niggas speak about my character, you got to speak the right way. Like, yo, what was he doing? Like, I tell my young niggas, yeah, come on. I know y'all got to get money. We all got to get money. We in the street. You know what I mean? We gonna deal with certain shit though. We ain't gonna fuck with this. We ain't gonna fuck with the dog. We ain't gonna, you know what I mean? Y'all niggas wanna touch our little weed, get money, cool, stay out the mix of shit. That's it. We in the studio. We doing shows. We in the gym. You know what I mean? We the coolest guys though. This is what being a leader is. You know what I mean? I'm proud of myself on my exit from the street. I get to still talk about it and have all my stripes and know exactly what I did and what I was doing it for. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I also see that when I exit myself out the plan, how shit could crumble. But like I said, man, I appreciate everybody tapping in. Feel My Struggle podcast, where I give you the real, how I feel and how I see fit. I don't sugarcoat shit. I don't gotta, over exaggerate it or whatever the case may be. You dig what I'm saying? I just give you life as I see it. Right now, we talking about standing on business, and if you stand for something, you won't fall for anything. You know what I mean? And when you morally stand for something, you won't fall for anything. If you truly believe in God, you're not gonna have somebody telling you there's no God and start to believe it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you truly believe in your heart, you know what I mean, that there's a higher power, and that's how you gonna rock. You feel what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all tapping in, man. It's the late night episode. I came back and did it again because they was requesting it. And you already know, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share it. I appreciate y'all on this journey with this music. I got new music coming out. Go through the page and check out the videos, you know what I mean? Because we definitely need to get them views up. I don't want to. I'm not paying for promotion. I'm not paying for views. None of that shit. You heard? I'm going to get my views organically, so I appreciate everybody that's tapping in. Y'all been tuned in. Look, all of y'all on the live right now, I don't know if y'all can see it, but all of y'all been locked in the whole time, and I appreciate y'all being here. You feel me? Because I'm just building my platform to where the point now we go live on YouTube, and it's more than live on Instagram, and that's love for real. And I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all already know what's up. King Slizzy, I'm out.